Welcome to this session on some information about the cognitive AI platform Ontology Validator. So from the main screen, if we click on Knowledge Management and then the Validator, we see this screen here. We can immediately see that we have four possible sources of information. The first one is a file. So if we click on here, it comes up with a place where we might have some ontologies, and if we choose one of those, it loads that ontology, and we can see that it's chosen some default validation rules. If we then choose to validate the ontology, we see two things. Firstly, that there are some warnings around missing domain and range information in the object properties, but also on the right hand side we see a whole range of metrics. I don't propose to provide any great detail on those at the moment. They're fairly straightforward, and also if you want to download them, you can download them and it will produce a CSV file which you can then open in Excel. If we want to change the rules, we can choose them all, in which case we'll see we get a reasoner pop up here. We have installed the Hermit reasoner inference engine, but if you have others installed, then you'd get a drop down list and you'd choose the one that you want. So if we revalidate, we now find that instead of getting 3 errors, we've got many errors. A lot of them are clarity errors around the fact that there are missing comments in the classes. So that's basically the information you see on a validation screen. I'll just go back to our sort of validator home screen and explain the other sorts of sources. You could have a URL, pardon me. I just happen to have one here, which I'll do a cut and paste on. And so what that's doing now is going out to that website, loading up that pizza ontology, and now we'll validate it. And we can see we get the sorts of information to when we validated our internal file. Again, a number of errors around missing domains and ranges. The other possible sources are just straight text, where we take the raw text, cut and paste on that, load it and validate it, and we find that it was valid other than the fact that there are a couple of warnings, around classes. The fourth possible source is we may want to validate one of the ontologies that we already have loaded into the ontology library, in which case we can validate that simply by applying the rules that we've seen before. And again, we see if we choose all of the possible rules, then we get a whole list of errors. So that's, in summary, the process for using the Ontology Validator. Thank you.